Let your brother count on you every play tonight, okay? And come out and have fun. The gates are locked. Ain't nobody getting out now. They can't run. The gates are locked. Let's bring the fight to them, guys. Yes, sir. All right, brother. Let's pray.
The Northeast Texas Sports Network is dedicated on delivering the most entertaining sports broadcasts in East Texas. And if you're interested in having your next sporting event streamed live, visit us online at netsn.live.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome to McNair Stadium, Fort Worth, Texas, for high school playoff football on NSN as your Brook Hill Guard have traveled to Fort Worth to take on the #1 team in 5A, the Fort Worth All Saints Episcopal Saints. Hello, everyone. I'm Brett Swinney. Alongside of me tonight, Jason Cavazos. And Jason, we're going to take it immediately down to the field here for the national anthem, and we will come back and we'll talk about what we expect to see here on NSN.
Before our prayer, we'd like to have a moment of silence to remember our veterans from this past Veterans Day and to thank God and them for their service to our country.
Pray with me. Pray with me. Dear Heavenly Father, you have created each of us in your own image. We ask your blessing upon this football game tonight. Grant to each player a spirit of zeal to enter into this competition with tenacity and determination. All the while striving to play with artistry, inspiration, and skillfulness. Bestow upon all players the courage to compete with the spirit of sportsmanship, so that they would have an attitude of respect and consideration for themselves and for the members of the opposing team. Protect all the players from injury as they run, pass, catch, tackle, and kick. Watch all who are present and help us all to be respectful and generous to one another as we celebrate the game of sport. In your name we pray. Amen. PTF.
Senior Quinn Gregory, Cole Powell Freeman.
And we are back here on Edison, and we're having a little trouble with the clock. This fancy scoreboard, Jason, is giving our clock some problems, and we're going to attempt to try to make that accurate. We do have our play clock, seems to be working okay, but we're going to try to continue that. But tell us a little bit about what you expect to see tonight from both teams.
I expect a pretty balanced offense by All Saints. They've got an explosive running back with Cole Pafferman. Quarterback Gavin Parkhurst is just excellent with a 65% completion rate, and one of his top receivers is number 8, Monte Williams. So I'm going to see them spread the ball out. I would expect to see them do a lot of different things. Brook Hill is going to run heavily probably on that read option, that run-pass option that they like to run. I'm hoping for a really good football game. You know, All Saints won the toss, chose to defer. So Brook Hill will be starting us off on offense.
All right. Set to kick off here is Fort Worth All Saints. This is number 18. Number 18, Sutton Figley. And we are underway here, and it's going to be into the end zone for a touchback. So Brook Hill will start 1st and 10 from their 25.
Now we get to see what this offense is going to do against this defense. This defense has got 2 big starters. At the nose tackle position, you got Blake Robinette, number 52, 6'4", 265, has 6 sacks on the season. But on that defensive end, you got Dalton Knapp, number 30, 6'5", 220, with 11 sacks on this season. So they're coming inside or outside. Brook Hill's job is going to be to make their aggressiveness hopefully play into Brook Hill hands.
All right, so here we go. So 1st and 10 here. Nice yards markers. We'll be able to tell how far it is every down here, Jason.
Oh, they do it up here. That
So
is
Sam
for
Williams
sure.
going to keep it on the first carry up the middle, and he is swarmed by the Saints. Oh, and a little extracurricular. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty. So not a smart play by Fort Worth All Saints. It's going to give Brook Hill 15 yards.
Yeah, and that, I'm not sure which one did it. I do notice that big number 52, Blake Robinette, is in that backfield. So whoever did it, they're going to have to tone it back just a little. They are a pretty aggressive-looking defense to me.
So Brook Hill will take this early gift, and they'll move the ball up to the 40-yard line of the Guard.
At their own 40-yard line.
So it looks like 7 men in the box for the Saints.
Here we go. Going to be a pitch play. That's Blake Witten on the outside, and he's going to pick up a first down for the Guard. Nice job by Williams to get it out to Witten.
Oh, Lord, I love it. Affrey was the initial read. He did not. He pulled the ball. Williams pulled the ball. Affrey got absolutely blowed up. But after it was all said and done, he gets up, looks at the guy and says, the ball's that way.
You like that?
I do. I like personality.
Williams, this time he'll give it up the middle to Affrey. And he's going to get across the 45 up to the 44-yard line. So a nice run there on first down, a gain of 5. So 2nd down and 5.
And hopefully for Brook Hill, this running game will open up that pass. The Saints defense is really big on the pass rush, so you do want them to hold their little lane discipline just a little longer, so maybe you get enough time to get a quick pass off. Last thing you want that defense doing is putting their ears back and charging.
Here we go. Williams, he's going to keep this time, and he is spun down. Going to be a gain of maybe 1. Let's see. Yeah, they're going to give him 1. So it'll be 3rd down and 4.
I just want to know the one of the chain gang with the old school, looks a little old marker. He drew the short straw because they've got digital everything except that one marker.
So 3rd down and 4 here early in this game. We'll see if Brook Hill can convert. He's going to pull it with Williams. Williams finds the seam looking for some blockers, gets up to the 40, and still going to be pushing, but I think that's where they're going to mark him. And I think he's going to be just short, a 1 yard short of the first down. So 4th and 1 here early in this game. And it's at this point, Brook Hill has nothing to lose here, Jason. They're in cash money situation here as far as, they're on the road playing the #1 team in this classification. Why not take a shot here?
Might as well go for it. Let's go ahead and set the tone early. I think this one's going to decide where Uncle Mo lines up to start the game.
Yeah, Uncle Mo's sitting down here in the end zone. Williams is going to get forward, and I think he got enough for the first. Nice push from that offensive line and Sam Williams, and a big 4th and 1 for the Guard early.
Yeah, and I've noticed Brook Hill they're setting the receivers out. They're keeping them out. I don't know if they did that all year. I hadn't really paid attention to that. But the interior is actually huddling up, and then once they break huddle, they're rushed to the line, and it's usually a fairly quick snap. So far, the Saints have not gotten completely set in their positions when Brook Hill's already snapping the ball.
So here we go. 1st and 10 now for the Guard. Williams, handoff to Affrey, and he is demolished at the 40-yard line. It's going to be a loss of several yards. It's like they were in the backfield in the huddle, Jason.
Yeah, they're going to read that read option. They're eventually going to pick up on that pretty well. So looks like they read it really well. That point, number 33 got in there and just kind of blew the play up.
So 2nd down now and 12 for the guard. And Williams is drilled there. Didn't have a lot of time at all.
No, that was a pretty good timing on that blitz. They showed blitz, and about the time he stepped almost into the gap, the ball was snapped. So the offensive line had no chance to pick that up really, and it was a quick pass, but definitely a lot quicker than he wanted to make it.
Make some noise. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. 3rd and 12 for the guard. Williams keeps. He fakes the pitch and is going to get back up across the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to gain, he's now to the 37. So 3 yards. They're going to be 4th and 9, Jason. Man, what do you do here? I mean, you got to go for it. I mean, at this point, but what kind of play are you calling here?
I'm almost wanting to do a play action. They've been real heavy on the read option so far. I almost want to do a play action, but that offensive line's got to give him time to make a throw.
There we go. Williams back to pass, rolls right. Pass is caught by Arico. And Gio's not going to pick up enough for the 1st down, so it's going to be a turnover on downs, and the Saints will take over 1st and 10 from around their own 35-yard line. So I like the play call there, just didn't get enough yardage.
At their own 35-yard line. 1st down.
Yeah, that was a good coverage by the defense. I mean, he had him, great throw, great catch, but coverage was there, so not near enough to make the line of game.
There we go. He's back to pass. He's going deep. There's a man wide open. He just overthrows him. That was Gavin Parkhurst on the throw down to
Camonte Williams. That's his big target.
He was open, too. He's going to want that one back. What a play. Way to start the game. He had a chance at it.
Yeah, and I have a feeling, I mean, if you look at Williams, he is 6'5", 190. So a lot of those up for grab balls, he's going to come down with.
A little toss play outside, a quick pass, and nothing doing there. Maybe a gain of a yard. So 3rd down and 9 here. And this would be a big-time play for the guard if they're able to get them back off the field on as far as the All Saints offense here. We'll see. They do have the 4 wides. You got 3 on this near side. Let's see where they go here. Parkhurst back to pass. Rolls, steps up in the pocket. He's got some space to run. He's got a lot of room, and he's going to pick up the 1st down easily. Crosses midfield. And a nice run by the QB there, Jason. That was a nice one.
Nice run. He wanted to go to Williams. Williams got about 15 yards down the field and actually fell. So when he fell, I guess Parkhurst. Yeah, Parkhurst he looked ahead of him and it was all green.
Here we go. Carry up the middle. It's going to be given to the tailback. That's number 20, Cole Palfreeman. Palfreeman. Okay.
Yeah, he's actually one of the smaller ones. He's only 5'11". 5'11", 195, but he's a very good, powerful runner.
Play action. Parkhurst, a lot of time. He's going to get it away. And a missed tackle. A couple of nice moves over there on the sideline by Williams. And he's just making guys miss all over the place, Jason. That was a good job there.
Down to the guard, 26
Yeah, and that shows exactly why he is Parker's one of his favorite targets. I mean, he just makes things happen after the catch.
We'll hurry up offense here. Handoff again to the tailback. Pofferman. And they're just in hurry-up mode right now, trying to wear out those Brook Hill guard defenders. A nice tackle there. That's Marcelo Martinez on the tackle at the 20-yard line.
I was waiting to call Marcelo's name.
There he is.
I knew that was coming soon.
Our chat's been quiet so far tonight. If you're watching the stream tonight, make sure you chat with us. Let us know you're here. Who you're cheering for your favorite guard player. Handoff again up the middle and nothing doing. As Cole Pofferman is he's having a rough time at it. The guards they're keying on that. And they're able to sure up that hole there. And now we've got a 4th down and 4. You watched the kickers in warm up as I did, and they can kick, but you're not trotting them out here. They're going to go for it.
Yeah, he's good for at least 30, 35, so.
Play action. Parkhurst, he's going to step up and run again. Easily pick up the 1st down, tripped up inside the 10. And that's been their go-to play. Just send everybody deep. They're going to have to get a spy on that quarterback as he's able to run free.
Yeah, and I wonder if that wasn't designed, because if you saw Pofferman, he was almost set just to be a lead blocker at that point.
And there, tackles made around the 5-yard line. Hit there on the carry was Cole Pofferman. And
tackle made by number 77, Aaron Parkerin.
Aaron Pacarinian's there. All right.
Yeah, a big Pacarinian.
Hadn't heard from his dad yet. I do have your senior night clip. I talked to Coach Hubbard, and I have your senior night clip, so we'll get it to you. Don't worry. Internet cut off on his senior night clip, so we do have it. It's going to be a straight up the middle run for Parkhurst, and he's in for the touchdown for the Saints. And we got a flag late coming in. So I don't know what that's going to be, but maybe a late hit or some kind of I'm pretty sure it was already in the end zone there.
Thank you very much, Bill. Yes, pleasure.
See, it's going to go against the Saints. They're talking to Coach Ryle there and asking what he wants to do. Must have been after the play. They're probably going to take it on the kickoff, I imagine, if I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing.
Referee Steve Armstrong is dead ball foul against the Saints. Personal foul will be incurred on the kickoff.
So on for the point after, number 18, Sutton Figley. The kick is up, and it's good. So with 2:55 left here in the first quarter, Saints strike first. They're up 7-0. We'll be back here on NSN.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained providers specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, or struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We are conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
And we are back here on NSN. We got our first chat here. Joanna Alpi. Vámonos Marcelo. Hello from Monterrey, Mexico. All right.
All right.
We're on live in Mexico.
I bet it's nice and warm down there. Well,
It's-
warmer than here.
It's a little chilly here. It's starting to hit the little cold stretch here. It's football weather now, Jason.
No.
The press box weather never changes, though.
Yeah, that's always nice in the press box.
And the kickoff deep. And it's going to go out of bounds. And so that'll be a penalty on the Saints. And they're going to make them kick it again, it looks like. They're pointing them back. Kick it again. We're going to test this guy's leg. We're going to be like, hey, how far can you kick it, Mr. Figley?
Yeah, when you got those dangerous deep backs like Enrico and Giovanni, I mean, why not? Let's see what they can do.
So now, let's see. We start at the 40. Now we're at 20. So we're at the 20. So it's almost like a safety. You know, they're kicked from the 20 here. Should give Brook Hill great field position.
I mean, the one good thing for All Saints is that, I mean, they've got a heck of a kicker. You know, I think he fully expected them to field that ball, which is why he kicked it off to the side. But he can get it down there. I mean, anything definitely above the 35 for Brook Hill, though, on possession is a victory for them on field position.
Yeah, they got to be careful here too because they've left a big gap. You got your back men, Enrico and Gio there at the 20-yard line, but the next nearest player is up at the 50. So they may. I don't know. Let's see.
See what they do. I mean, give him a little room to adjust, but I think he can put it in the air to the 35 easily.
So here we go. And they're going to angle kick it over to the far side, and it's going to go out of bounds again.
No.
Oh, it could have. And they fielded it, but they're going to get it around the 40. Ooh. Could have been another late hit there. There's a lot of little extracurricular over there on the sideline. But Brook Hill's going to get good field position here. See, it's going to be at the 39-yard line, I believe. Yeah, I'll be interested to see in the looking back because it looked like he could have let that go again and it could have gone out of bounds.
Yeah, it just kind of bounced and hung, and I really didn't think he wanted to wait that long to see what it was going to do. But
yeah. So here we go, 1st and 10 for the guard. Oh, that's going to be a penalty, I believe. I guess they're going to make sure they don't get the free play there. That was number 52 that was clearly offsides. That was Blake Robinette, and he got his money's worth there.
yeah, he was going for that 7th sack of the season there. And all these stats, by the way, I don't want any All Saints fans or anybody getting in. All these stats we got from Max Preps. So if that's wrong, gripe at them.
So 1st and 5, throwback. Witten catches. He's going deep, and it's going to be adjusted and bounces around and incomplete. Wow. It was intended for Gilberti. Man, that could have gone really bad or really well for either team there.
Yeah, Blake Witten threw that ball, and he just aired it out. But the problem was it was a little too much air.
Well, he didn't catch it clean originally, so it kind of bobbled the catch. So then he had to kind of readjust. And you know, this is the game where you pull out all the stops. You got to have something here.
That's it. And I mean, I know he wants it back, but you know, he catches that clean. I think he's got a few steps on him because they did bite a little bit.
Williams keeps, cuts it back up the middle, and he's going to be close to the first down, and maybe a yard short. But a nice job by Sam there to cut it up the field and take what he was given.
They're taking away the pitch more.
Well, after that first play, they got the pitch early, and it was effective, and so now they're trying to take that away.
Yeah, whether it's Afrey or whoever back there, they seem to prefer Williams to run the ball than those speedy backs. Not that Williams is slow by any means.
Oh, and Williams is tattooed, and he's going to lose a couple. Goodness.
Oh, my goodness. That was number 5, Jacob Maynard. Maynard, it looks like. M-A-I-N-O-R-D, Menord. I apologize if I butchered it, but he centered him pretty well on that one.
So 4th down and 4, and the punt team will come on for the guard. Back punting is, looks like Enrico Gilberti. Back deep for the Saints. Looks like number 1. Kind of a rough punt. Takes a decent Brook Hill bounce. And they will take over, will the Saints, at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, this is a very physical team, I've noticed already, just even in the blocking. They're definitely blocking to the whistle.
Well, look at the big daddies coming on the field. Jason, I mean,
hey, anytime anybody's got them double knee braces, you know that's a big one right there. I love big offensive linemen.
All right, we got Mr. Lindros is on. Got Marco 123, says go guard number 7. It's Gilberti. And the pass out to the side. It's Williams, and he has got some speed. Williams just tripped up at around the 27-yard line is where they're going to mark it. So a touchdown saving tackle over there. I think that was Gilberti. Yeah. Man, a pitch and catch there for Parkhurst. Man, that Williams, he's something.
Yeah, he's definitely got speed after the catch.
Man, he's fast. Handoff up the middle, and that looks like on the carry, 23, Jordan Billings. And that up the middle run, Brook Hill's had that covered pretty well.
Yeah, that's because you got big number 55 up in there.
Got Marcelo. You also got Mr. Paccarini in there.
Oh, yeah. Well, they got to get around him.
Yeah,
so
he's going to take a little breather. He better hurry and get off the field. Did the offense sub and then have to allow the defense to a time to get him off, I think. And correct me if I'm wrong on that, Jason, but I think that's the offense can't make a change real quick and without letting the defense.
Yeah, they have to have equal opportunity to make substitutions.
So here we go. Little fake handoff, and it's to Williams, and it's low. As that was a rush throw from Parkhurst.
And he wants that back because Williams had green grass in front of him. That quick pass, getting him isolated
he doesn't always need green grass in front of him either.
No, he can make his own green grass in front of him. He's just quick.
What I'm noticing though with All Saints here, you've got them. They're making a lot of subs, like in and out. They're changing up the guys they got in there, and they're Brook Hill is too, but it's a lot of the same guys. Keeper for Parkhurst and stopped at the 35. Ooh, man. Big number 58 made a late hit there, Eric Adcock. Well, he was finishing the play. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. So after one here in Fort Worth, the All Saints lead 7-0 over your Brook Hill Guard. We'll be back for the second quarter here on NSN. Back here for second quarter action here. A 4th down and 8. And All Saints moves. This is going to back them up 5 yards. So it's going to be a 4th down and 13 now. Makes it a little more interesting. I don't know that they've got This is balls at the 30 here, Jay.
Family Circle of Care is a network of 6 community-based health centers providing affordable health care services to East Texas families. With 4 locations in Tyler, we offer family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN services, internal medicine, and counseling. Our Jacksonville Health Center brings family medicine, pediatrics, and women's health services to the tomato capital of the world. And we serve our Henderson County neighbors at our Athens Health Center, offering family medicine, pediatrics, and women's health services. With a commitment to meet the needs of the communities we serve, we look forward to working with you as partners in care and are here for you and your family every step of the way. We accept private insurance, Medicaid, Medicare, CHIP, and offer a sliding fee discount for insured and uninsured patients. We serve everyone regardless of ability to pay.
Cheryl Germany Higgins has lived in Chapel Hill all her life, and she and her team would love to help you invest your hard-earned money in a very conservative way at Income Portfolio Strategies. Over 40 years of banking and investment experience. Give her a call today at 903-509-2289.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
I still cannot hear you. Can you hear me? I do see that my microphone's working, but I cannot hear what you're saying, bud. Sorry, guys. We'll have to work on it and get back.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained providers specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, or struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We are conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is
Tackle made by number 4, Giovanni.
Oh, almost picked off by number 17 for the guard, Luke McNeil. Great coverage. He got right where he needed to be, because if that ball would have gotten through, there was a lot of green grass for the Saints. So great job defensively by number 17.
I did that.
Okay.
God.
Yeah, so that was pretty obvious hold right there. He almost tackled the Brook Hill defender, so. So a pretty good bubble screen, but kind of negated all of that.
All right, we should be back sound-wise. We do apologize for that. We had something that lost power here in the press box, and so we lost it here. But we are back on our sound, and just a holding penalty there on the All Saints, and a big hold at that, Jason, because they had the first down.
Yeah, they had it by a mile, and they just tackled the Brook Hill defender just about.
So here we go. Parkhurst scrambling around looking for somebody. He's got a man wide open on the near side. And a first down there. That's a tough one if you're the guard. You had him. So tough break there for Brook Hill. Here we go, 1st and 10. Pass, caught. And is going to pick up the first down. So just like that, one play, one first down after the Saints kind of struggled there down in their own end.
Yeah, a little change in personnel at the moment.
And a run, and it was not a first down. I thought it was, but that time they picked up the first. That was the carry by number 20. That's Palferman.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, we're looking at different types of chains at this game, and I mean the down marker and the yard to gain is the line to gain is awfully similar. I mean, the digital stuff just blends in.
And a gain of about, is it 2? Are they gonna give him the 50? I'm not sure.
61. Hayden Watson came flying in there, gave him nose of the ball's right at the 50. So.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Play action. Hits Williams on the side. Just stiff arms the defender. Williams still on his feet. Hops over a tackle, but not quite through the grasp of Gilberti, and a touchdown-saving tackle on the sideline.
I think at some point there may be an adjustment may need to be made. I mean, I know the guy's got a ton of moves, but giving him that much space, they're giving a lot of green grass for him to even use those moves even more. So, you know, it's tough to ask somebody to cover that man by himself, but they're holding their own, but right now I think you might want to move a safety over for a little bit of help on him.
So get a timeout, and we did. So, well, so I think we've got it. I think we've got it cleared up. Let's see now. We've got things fixed, and we're going to try to check in with Keith back at the studio here. Keith, we're going to jump in when you hear. Get a timeout. Keith, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, he's here. He's here. Sorry, Keith, that was on our end. We had a little power went out on one thing, and then it took the sound out, so we had to do a little quick troubleshooting one of those evenings. What are you seeing tonight on the scores?
Hey guys, first of all, it's a great night around all of Texas. Of course, you got a lot of football going on right now. Down in the Houston area, you got Chapel Hill and Hargrave tied at 7, just in the first quarter, still there. Longview is leading Garland, Naaman, Forest 14-7 in the second quarter there. Marshall is also leading Montgomery 14-7 in the second quarter. And then Hallsville's down 7-0 at Port Neches Grove in the second quarter there.
Hey, Keith, we're gonna get the half. We got about 5 minutes to go.
No problem.
We're going ready for those scores.
Yeah, I'll have them ready for you guys and see you at halftime.
All right, and Williams drops that pass. And he had a touchdown written all over that one, Jason.
Yeah, he was he was all up on that one. He knows he should have caught that one, and he had end zone. He had paint just waiting on him.
So the clock is now down to 4:44 here. A little pitch play. That's number 23 on the carry. That's Jordan Billings. And good job by Brook Hill to contain. They're going to give him a couple of yards there. Let's see, they're going to put it at the 10-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down. And what about 7? It's hard to tell by the angle, but I think it's around 7 there. They're going to say 3rd and 6 in the stadium. They may have a better view than we do, so.
They might, but then again, this is their home stadium.
It's true. It's true. He's going to scramble. It's Parkhurst. He rolls around back to his right. He's going to take off and run. Spins into the end zone and
just short, it looked like.
And if he's not in, it's going to be a 1st down. So it'll be 1st and goal from what looks like the 1-yard line. Man, he's got
down to the 1-yard line. 1st and goal.
He's got some
he's got wheels. I mean, he averages 54.4 yards a game rushing.
When he rolls out in the pocket, man, it's.
I mean, he's just another. That's another threat. Okay, you cover our guys, I'll just run for it.
Hand off up the middle, and it's into the end zone for the touchdown. Touchdown by Paul Freeman there of a 1-yard score. And All Saints now up 22-6. Then anybody that'll see, we got the chat here. We'll take a look. Only one who can hear. Yeah, we had some issues with the sound. Hopefully it's all back. Let us know if you still can't hear the sound now. If you're in the chat chatting with us, let us know. We think we got it fixed. We had something came unplugged, and it basically everything in here stopped working for a second. So we got the snap, hold, kick is up and good. So with 3:34 left here in the first half, the Saints lead 21-7 or 21-6, excuse me, over the Guard. Be right back here on NSN.
Be treated like family by a local team of experts to make sure your animal needs are fully stocked year-round. Over 7 tons of all your Lone Star feed needs are in stock daily, including Double Down Deer Feed, Rain Star Black Bag Cubes, Lone Star Game Bird Bird Seed, Lone Star All-Stock Cattle and Horse Feeds, Hay Stretcher, Bull and Heifer Developer, and a wide range of Lone Star Poultry Feeds as well. Feed a dog of any breed and size with Victor and Lone Star Premium Dog Foods. Find them on the corner of Bascom Road and Square 248, right in the heart of Bulldog Country.
Elder Feed and Supply, proud sponsor of the Bulldog Sports Network.
All right, we are back here on NSN, and Mr. Linjo says sound is working. So thank you for letting us know. We appreciate it. Again, sorry for that technical difficulties.
You know, it's hard. Just
no one's. If you've never seen the setup that we have in here, it's
and you got to take it to all these different places. I mean, we may be in a press box one day and bleachers the next.
Gilberti on the return. Nice return for Enrico. He's going to be up across the 25-yard line. Tackled probably is it 26 or 27s they're going to mark. We got a Brook Hill Guard player down. Was that Gilberti, the returner? I don't know that I ever saw him get up. So we've got an injury break timeout here. We've got an injury break timeout. We're going to see if we can pop over and check out Keith and see if he's got anything new for us real quick.
Hey, Brett. Thanks for checking in. Y'all seem like y'all have a great game going on. Wanted to give you a few updates right now. In the second quarter, Gilmer is leading center 20-7. Canton is losing to Farmersville 17-0. That's a halftime score. And right now, Van and Athens are 0-0, and so are Lindell and Little Cypress Mauriceville. That's a
Okay.
story we need to look at as well.
Awesome.
And a big game. Let's see.
All right, Keith,
Malakoff. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
we'll get right back to you.
Yeah, go right ahead. We'll see you at halftime.
All right, so we got some good scores there coming in from Keith. As a nice tackle there at the 30-yard line.
Samuel Williams.
And Williams
On the quarterback keeper.
seems like they're starting to wear the guard out a little bit, Jason, as
Yeah, now Rule came in, the freshman.
yeah, Williams is going to come off for a play. So Sam, it's excuse me, not Sam. It's going to be Ryle, Zachary Ryle, the freshman.
I said Rule, Ryle, excuse me.
So Coach Ryle's son's going to come in and play QB for a play. Handoff will go to Affrey, I believe, and Sam Williams will come right back in.
Yeah, and I mean, Williams made on that play, he had to, right before he went out, he made a good call to pull that ball, but I mean, this defense is just swarming right now.
So third down here and about 3 yards, it looks like, from here. We'll see what the guard do here. They need something. Sam pulls it, tries to get around the end, and he is going to get a couple, but I think he's going to be a yard short. And we've got a timeout by All Saints. So now that we've got a timeout by All Saints, let's see if we'll let Keith come in here and see if he's got some more scores. Keith, can you hear us?
I can hear you, and I do have some scores. Big score with Kilgore Viter game. We're keeping an eye on that one as well. 14-0, Kilgore leads. That's a first quarter score in that game. Overton, I guess that was a final. That was a yesterday game, however. So that one was a win by Overton. Looking for some other ones, Elysian Fields and Honeygrove. Honeygrove's leading that one 21-7 right now in that game.
So and we talked a little bit earlier, the Center Gilmer game. That game is on NetSN tonight, so you can actually anybody that wants to hop over, it's watching this stream and at the half and check out the Center Gilmer game. Is that what's that score? Is it 13-7 still, or did Gilmer score again?
Gilmer actually scored again. It's 20-7 right now.
Okay.
So Gilmer just went up in that one. Pine Tree, Bridge City. Pine Tree's leading that one in Bridge City, by the way.
I mentioned to talk to Jaron at the half and see how that ARP and Woodville game, and we'll be back here with you in a few minutes, Keith, for halftime.
Hey, looking forward to it.
All right, we're going back here to our game live, and is a 4th down and 1 here, and Brook Hill's lined up to punt. And a punt is blocked and fielded at the 45-yard line. That's number 24 on the return, Dean Watkins. And, man, they were quick to get back there, Jason, on that deflection on the block.
Yeah, Dalton Knapp, number 30. I mean, like I said, he leads the defense already with 11 sacks. But he just came almost untouched off that left side and got that big paw in there and just deflected just enough where it came down for 45 to get the ball and sets him up first down on the Brook Hill 39.
So 1:55 here left in the first half. And Brook Hill really needs a stop here. They just can't afford to give up any more points. You know, the Saints will start with the ball first. They deferred, so they'll start the second half with the ball. And, you know, if you don't want to say, you know, it's getting a little out of hand, but the way Brook Hill's offense runs, they don't get too far down here in this one. So see if they can get a stop here. A little play action. It's going to be pass caught by Williams, and, man, He just is a different level, Jason. I mean, I mean, it just is when he gets the ball. It looks like he's out there playing with some junior high guys. I mean,
Yeah.
he just that speed. He's got someone. They're giving him a cushion, and he just runs by the cushion.
Yeah, and he's got so much savvy. I mean, he could have tried to fight for more yards there, but he wanted to preserve that clock, and so he just took the route out of bounds and set him up nicely. Now 1st and 10.
Man, just so impressed with his skill set. Parkhurst scrambles away, finds time, and just smartly throws it out of bounds. And nice job on the sideline. I don't know if that was a guy with the ball down there. Did you see that nice soccer trap?
Hey.
He trapped it right up to the referee on fly. That was impressive.
I always like to see them soccer skills. Once again, I love kickers.
So 2nd and 10. Parkhurst throws it quick out to his right. It's Williams again. He just nonchalantly picks up yardage and just steps out of bounds, stops the clock with 1:35 left. Man.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that the refs are not watching certain players right now. There's been 1 or 2 players I've noticed on the Saints teams that
Sounds good, man.
like to that seem to be involved a lot with those last second whistle kind of infractions, though.
And pass complete. Williams in for the touchdown. And we got a flag here late, Jason, on this sideline over here. We'll see what the call is. The Brook Hill coaches were yelling for something. I don't know if they got what they were wanting or.
Well, as far as the ball's coming back, it looks like it might be, yeah.
Legal man downfield, and they are going to move it back, so the touchdown will not count. And so a big penalty, take points off the board, and we'll see how far back the ball ends up going. Hadn't seen him. 5 yards will be the penalty.
Looks like it's at the, was that the 17?
That's looks like where the yardage marker is, at the 17-yard line. Play clock is rolling down here on him, though. Got to get moving. Parkhurst got a lot of time. Pressure in the backside. Oh, a one-handed grab. Did he catch it?
Did they call?
What a catch! I want to see the replay on the board of that, Jason. That was an incredible grab.
I only wish they were on this side so we could really see.
Here it is. They're going to get the. Oh, it was a one-handed grab by number 21, Connor McCurdy. Man, what a catch. And they're going to throw it right outside here, and the tackle made by Cam Ryle just short of the goal line. So
the crowd mic obviously does not agree with that call, but
I think it was a catch. I mean, he got a catch. If he got his feet in bounds, it was.
If he got 1 foot down, that's a catch in high school football. So I know there's so much with the NFL with 2 feet and all that, but.
So Parkhurst, he's going to keep it himself, and he's going to get into the end zone for the touchdown. 1-yard touchdown run from Gavin Parkhurst. And the Saints have another score. They put 27 up here in the first half, pinning the point after here.
Yeah, right now they're just driving the ball. They're powering it through, and then if they get in those long yardage situations, they're looking for Williams, number 8, to make a play. So Brook Hill's going to have to come out after the first half. They're going to have to come back out after halftime and see if they can at least take away one of those options.
So on for the point after is number 18, Sutton Figley. Low snap, gets a good hold on it. Kick is up and good.
So I will say the clock. I know our clock shows a little bit different. There's 23 seconds left on the clock. So, like I said, just the logistics of moving all this stuff into these various press boxes. We're actually on a different side than we normally are when we call a game. So I'm sure we'll get that working a lot better by the second half.
Our clock's working about like the Brook Hill offense right now, Jason. It's a little sluggish.
It's a little sluggish. Hopefully it'll get rejuvenated for the second half and come out and make this more of a game. It's actually, the score doesn't look that great, but Brook Hill's had some moments. It's just some of the big plays they've given up just have come back to bite them.
So we've got 23 seconds left here. I don't know what you do here if you're Brook Hill.
You run it back.
You run, yeah. First, you try to run the kickoff back. I agree. They're not really an offense with a quick strike. That's not usually their game. But I don't know what you have to lose here at this point. You have a couple of timeouts, and ball's going to be fielded at the 30 by the up man. That is number 0. That's Carlos Affrey. And so the ball will be at the 36-yard line, looks like.
Yeah, it looks like about 36.
Well, Braxton Durrett is out there, so that's interesting. And I wonder if they're just going to he's got those yellow gloves, that's how I know. And that's cool. They're gonna let him take a knee here. Let the senior do something here, and he hasn't been able to play the last 2 or 3 weeks. I know he's frustrated with that. They're going to let him take a snap and take a knee. So that's going to do it here for the first half of play as the All Saints lead 28-6. We're going to take it over to we're going to see if we can take it over and join the discussion here at the half. So we're going to take it over to Jaron and Keith.
7-0 Pine Tree leads Bridge City on that one. Kilgore's leading Vider 28-0 right now in the first quarter. Probably in the second quarter by now, but as that's a first quarter score. So that one's doing fairly well there.
One that some of our viewers may be interested in is a Troop and Anderson Gyro game. Troop leads 15-6.
Yeah, they sure do. And in that same district area, you have Newton leading West Rusk 16-3. And then New Diana beating New Waverly right now 15-0. So in that kind of same little area, a lot of these Texas teams doing a fairly good job. But Troop's a good one to watch. Wasn't quite sure how Troop was going to do this season, but they're doing a fairly good job so far here in this ball game.
Hi guys, how's it going? I'm at half now as well as the Fort Worth All Saints lead 28-6 over the Guard here. Jason can attest. They come out in the field and it's just they've got probably twice the players that Brook Hill has. Maybe some guys that I think maybe going to the D1 level. Some D1 players out there right now, and Brook Hill's play them tough, but man, just the kid Williams, Camonte Williams is he's on another level. He's caught a few touchdown passes, and it's tough right now. Give me. I don't know.
I do have a. Hey, Brett. Sorry, man. I got a score alert. It looks like down Chapel Hill just went and tied it up with Hargrave, 14-14.
Oh, okay.
So a big run there by the Bulldogs. They just ran it in. They were down, and so they just tied it up 14-14. Go almost halftime there down in Houston area.
Hey, Jaron and Vince, talk to me about this game you guys are at. I saw a score that it's not what the ARP fans wanted to see. What's going on there in the first half over there?
Well, Woodville came out, and for a bulk of the game, it was all Woodville. Now there was one part where the ARP Tigers punted the ball, but because of a flag, they were able to do another punt. Jackson Schminke punted the ball. It allowed it pinned the Eagles back in their own territory. And then on that play, I believe it was a third down play, the Tigers intercepted the ball. That was Wyatt Johnson and was able to walk the ball in. And that put theTigers on the board.
That was their initial score. Yeah.
And then as the half progressed, with 6 seconds left, Vincent and I was like, "Hey, they got one play. They got to go for it." And they sure did with about on the 40-yard line. And McKelvey come back and just threw the ball, just slung it, and hit DeMarcus Wade in the end zone. So right as time expires, Art put 6 on the board. And so while they do trail, they're showing a little bit of life, and something that we've kind of been noticing here, that if they're able to just go on some outside matchups, they may be able to exploit that a little bit. Because I will tell you guys, Woodville's got some boys on the defensive line. They got some big old boys on the defensive line. And then on the offensive side of the ball, they have a sophomore quarterback that's already got some talks with Texas Tech and some other D1 schools. So Luke Babin, sophomore quarterback for Woodville, is already getting a lot of looks. And then I see why. And then they got a young man named Dustin Barlow that is like the Woodville 3A version of Jerome Bettis. Like, that dude's like a he's a bus, dude.
Yeah, we've been calling him the bus all night.
And he takes a trail with him when he gets the ball. So they got some guys, but hey, I gotta give it to Art. They are really they're not showing any quit, and they're still swinging.
And so just the fact that they drove with, like we were talking about, I think they started with 42 seconds left in the half. On their own, about 30, somewhere 25, 30. And they just started throwing deep, and they landed a couple, and it worked out for them. So I feel like, honestly, they're going to come back out and they're going to continue that, because they're starting to notice that those matchups are working in their favor.
Well, yeah, and you might know Coach Schminke, Coach Langley, Coach Beaton, they're going to put some game plans together. I'm excited to kind of see what happens in this second half.
Well, I'll tell y'all this. All Saints Episcopal has almost as many cheerleaders as Brook Hill has players.
Oh, goodness. Golly.
So it's definitely a personnel mismatch, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's a big 5A program there, in TAPS, Fort Worth All Saints. And they're over there with your recruiting ground, or I won't say recruiting, but you got a ripe territory over there in DFW.
Well, Brett, how's the Swiss Army knife, we call him? How's he doing out there tonight?
Which one is that? Brett's kind of stepped off right now. Which player?
We're talking about Sam Williams. Yes, sir.
Oh, Sam Williams. Oh, he's doing Sam Williams things over here. He's made some good decisions, pulling the ball. He's taking a couple of hits. He did have to tip out one play because he does take a beating with how he plays.
Is he out there trying to be a cheerleader yet?
No,
that's what Samuel does.
He's not cheerleading yet, but he's definitely doing his thing. It's some tough road to hoe out here right now.
I'm surprised he's not stepping in for Brett right now, since Brett stepped away.
No, we were trying to get Durrett up here since he's a little hobbled, but so far
he's still not playing.
No, he did take the final snap of the first half and took a knee. So I think that was more than anything else.
So he's padded up and everything.
He's padded up, yeah.
Okay. Well, all right, guys. Well, I think we're going to get back here and go to break, and we may join you guys in a little bit. We've got 16 minutes left in halftime. So we're over here on the visitors' side here at Rusk, and so our angle is a little different than what we're used to over here.
Got a smaller window.
But it's a great stadium to be in, though. I love being over there.
It is.
Yeah, it's a great stadium, and they've been great. So, hey, we're going to take a break, and we might join you guys back in a little bit, and you can update us on maybe some scores here.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right, we'll be back.
So what else is going on, Keith?
Hey man, there's a lot of stuff going on around the area. I'll kick it off, man. Kilgore is leading Viter right now, 35-0. You got Pine Tree over Bridge City right now, 14-0. Gilmer over Center. We talked about that one earlier with a 20-7 lead right there. And White House right now losing to Huntsville, 13-0. A lot of big scores going on, and of course, I said the Chapel Hill and Hargrave game is tied at 14. A lot of games now moving into the halftime score. I was talking to Jaron earlier, but Marshall and the Montgomery game is tied at 14. That's going to be one I'm looking at throughout the night, along with the Longview and Naaman Forest game. That's a 14-13 score right now. So those are some games that are neck and neck. A lot of close games tonight, man. A lot of them that are just kind of that you would think would be more kind of blowouts. Here's another one, and you would be interested in this one. Troop is leading right now. Anderson Shiro 15-6.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so that's a halftime score. West Rusk is losing 16-3 to Newton right now. New Diana is winning at halftime over New Waverly 15-0. And so those are kind of what I call our neck of the woods in the Chapel Hill ARP Troop kind of area that we're looking at. And and then you got Edgewood is leading 26-14 over New Boston. That's still in that area. Palestine Westwood is losing right now to Hardin 21-7. And so a lot of our East Texas areas, you got the good, you got the bad, but it's playoff season. You never know what's going to happen in the second half. And that's the awesome thing about it. And that's what I love about playoff seasons. I wish I was there, but I'm here at home with a toddler in bed. So I've got to do what I got to do.
Hey, we're back. Check out that Winsboro Atlanta score. Winsboro just leads one score.
So, yeah, I have a 14-7 score. What do you have, Jaron?
Well, I got 14-7, but they just lead over Atlanta just by one score in the second quarter. So
exactly. And that's what we were talking about. There's a lot of scores that you would think that would be different. And it's kind of like the Troop Anderson Shiro score with the 15-6. I wouldn't see that. I wasn't looking at that. I was looking at Troop not doing as well in this ball game this week. And now you got them leading.
I wasn't looking for Troop. I mean, and I'm not saying this just because I'm from ARP.
Right. Yeah.
Really not. I wasn't looking for Troop to do as well this season just because of the number of starters they lost. But they got a lot of good athletes over there. Don't tell any of my friends I said that, but
right.
Got a lot of good athletes over there, and I still see it continuing for the next few years.
Right. And of course, as you see behind me, I'm counting down until Jake Paul gets beat tonight. So
yes.
I'm waiting on the Jake Paul beatdown that's going to happen.
I'm so glad it's on Netflix, so that way
hear a little bit.
At least you're not. I want to happen is old school.
I'm sorry, Vince.
If it doesn't happen, it's rigged.
Yeah. It is rigged. And I'm sorry. I talked to some. I have to say, I posted on Facebook the other day that those people that say that Jake Paul's going to beat Mike Tyson, they're also the one that said Post Malone made Ozzy Osbourne's music career. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay. That's just what it is. I've been waiting for this fight. And of course, it's sad that I'm all alone because my daughter, intern Claire, y'all know her.
Yeah.
She's been waiting for this fight too. And I don't get to watch it with her, but she's going to be here in spirit. But I am ready.
I'm just, like I said,
They have the Karate Kid. They got Johnny there. Going to sweep the leg. That's what's going to happen. So.
I'm just glad it's on Netflix because I still remember back in his prime spending money on pay-per-views to get a whole minute 6 or something like that. So
watch.
That's what I spent money and on the one that he won in the first minute, the first round. I was like, good Lord, what the heck? And then of course the buffet with Evander Holyfield. Yeah. And so that I watched that one. But we're talking football. But I'm saying I've got the fight behind me when it comes on. I will try to still be a part of y'all's, of our team tonight. But It's gonna be tough.
But if you don't mind, slip us some updates every now and then.
Oh, I definitely will. But y'all guys are doing great. I'm watching y'all and then trying to keep up. It looks like, my own little center here. I've got 4 or 5 screens up, and then I have my baby monitor here too. So I'm watching him, making sure he doesn't climb out of the bed. So.
All right. Well, hey, thanks so much, guys. We're going to get back to the art bands performing now, but thanks so much. We'll catch up maybe with you guys after the game.
Sounds great.
Good.
See you guys.
All right. Okay.
So let's see. Any more updates that we got?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for right now. We have Elysian Fields and Honey Grove. Honey Grove is leading 21-7. Frankston is up at halftime, 21-7 over Italy right now. And then Beckville and Rivercrest. Beckville leads 35-15 over Rivercrest. That's also a halftime score.
I think they got to update that Honey Grove score because
do they really? Okay, I'm gonna update real quick and see what I got going on.
I'm showing is Honey Grove's up 35-14 right now.
Okay,
with 2:24 left in the second quarter.
Let me see if that's gonna be mine as well. No, I still have 21-7, but you never know what you got. But let's see. And then I have a Big Sandy Cooper game, and Big Sandy's down 7-14 right now on that one.
So still a good game.
Oh yeah, and I was at Big Sandy last week. They are a tough football game, so let's not put them out on that one. You can't take anything on that.
No, that's another one of the little teams. I mean, yeah, okay, it's a 2A?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's a 2A team, but every one of those kids likes to put a hat on somebody. So, I mean, they're a hard-hitting team. You never can't tell what's going to happen in the second half, that's for sure.
Got Lindale over Little Cypress Mauriceville right now, 14-7. Mm-hmm. And then Kilgore is up 42-0 over Vider. That changes every time I push the button, guys.
Yeah.
It was 21, and it was 28, and then it's 35. It's just every single time I push the button, it changes.
Right now.
And here's a big one. Sulphur Springs is leading Dallas Carter 28-8 in the second quarter.
Oh, wow.
Yes. That one I'm going to keep an eye on as well. Because Sulphur Springs, good team, but
yeah,
Dallas Carter
is almost like an institution in the playoffs.
Yes. And I'll keep an eye on that troop, Anderson Shiro. Hey, Brett, how's it going, buddy?
What's going on? Sorry, this video board's not being very nice with my camera, so I had to go on a backup plan here. We got it fixed a little bit better now.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do, man.
Good thing I got a good clock keeper next to me. He's been
oh no, I'm sure they're looking at the clock, wondering how come the clock's counting upwards.
But we got a chat here on our game. We got said Dad in the stands with the amount of injuries this season and having underclassmen stepping up to fill those voids throughout the season. The experience they've gained will pay dividends moving forward. I like that.
Most definitely.
This Brook Hill guard team got 18 seniors on this team, so they're gonna lose a lot, but they've got some young guys that are getting valuable.
Oh yeah.
And I've covered like 3 or 4 of their games, and on those games I've always noticed because they've had injuries in every one I've been to, but it's always been next man up.
Yeah, I do have another score, guys. Texas High is beating Nederland right now, 42-7.
Ooh. Yeah, Texas High is pretty good. There's a reason why they're ranked the top spot in the
Mount Enterprise is over Deweyville right now, 40-0 as well.
Have they thrown a pass? Do we know?
Keegan Nash is having a night there, I guarantee
it.
And Mart is up over Cumbie 44-10.
Ooh, so we're gonna get that Overton Mart matchup in round 2.
And I have a new score on a Big Saint. Is it Big? Did I say Big Sandy Cooper? Is that where? Yeah. I have another score in Texas. Dave Campbell's getting me. Cooper's up 28-19 over Big Sandy right now.
The winner of that game gets Joaquin next week. That's the game that Jeremy had last night. So
and then Honey Grove is 35, Elysian Fields 14. Yeah. Is that what you were talking about earlier?
Did you say Timpson? Are they down still, Keith?
Let me look and find out on Timpson. I haven't. Timpson is down 12 12-7 on Timpson is the last score that I have
Okay.
for Timpson.
'Cause
So
that'll be
if I find something other, I'll let you know. Sorry, I keep hitting my stand here.
No, you're good. Timpson and Hearn, the winner of that game will play the Honeygrove Elysian Fields.
Yeah, and I
gotcha.
feel, I mean, Elysian Fields, they've struggled the last couple of years. They've lost a lot of players to transfer. They got I ain't gonna say a young quarterback. He's a senior this year, but he hasn't played quarterback his whole time. Brody Parker, great kid, great athlete. We played baseball with and against him. So he's a heck of a baseball player and just a heck of an athlete, heck of a kid.
Yeah. So, but a lot of fun things going on, guys. A lot of big scores. I have another one, and it's not really in our area, but it's kind of fun to watch. Louisville and Allen are playing tonight, and Louisville is losing 10-0 over Allen tonight. So that is a big game that is going on tonight as well, there in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So I'll keep an eye on that one as we go through the night. Trying to see if there is an update on the Troop Anderson Shiro game, but I have not found that one. That one hasn't updated yet, so it may still be at halftime.
Got
there for that game.
Lindale up 14-7. Did you say that?
I did. Yeah, the Lindale game we did talk about. Lindale's up 14-7 over Little Cypress Mauriceville, and then
Hearn and
Jasper
Timpson.
over. Do what now?
That's got that Hearn and Timpson. Hearn is up over Timpson at half, 25-7.
Right.
So,
and then the Jasper over West Columbia right now, 14-7. So that's another score that I'll keep an eye on, and make sure that everything is
Newton over West Rusk, 22-10. I don't know if y'all talked about that one.
Yes, we did, and that's a different score than I had.
Had
But
3 last time we talked.
Yes.
Okay, it says halftime 22-10 West Rusk.
Right, it was 16-3 the last time that I looked. So both of them have been updated since then.
But Edgewood at half over New Boston, 26-14.
Yeah. Still,
only up 14-7 over Hooks.
Westwood got another score, so that's now 14-21. It's 21-14. Excuse me. Hardin leading over Palestine Westwood right now. So they have that, and then trying to look and see. It looks like Longview is up 16-13 over Naaman Forest, which means I believe that looks like because it was 14-13, so it looks like they may have gotten a safety in that ball game.
Wow.
And and then Port Neches Grove is over Hallsville right now, 23-0. Huntsville's putting it on White House right now, 28-0.
Ooh. Our man Josh Jared, he's our White House. I think he has a kid in the band there. He was going out to that game, and I told him, I said, it's gonna be tough. Huntsville's good. Looks like that's what's happening there. Keith, we're gonna probably pop back to the game here. Thanks for our updates at half, and we'll try to pop in with you as we have time in the second half. But definitely we'll catch up after the game for sure, and see what kind of scores we have and some finals we have rolling in through the area here in Northeast Texas.
Hey, sounds good. And I'll if I find something big or anything and that you need to know about, I'll let you know. We'll go from there.
All right, thanks, Keith. Back from the Whitman Studios there in Tyler. Thanks for joining us.
And I'll let you know when Jake Paul wins or loses the fight.
Thank you.
I'd like to again thank Keith for popping in and helping us out with halftime, and hopefully something that you guys like back at NetSN. We've trying to do a couple new things, and that's one of them as we've able to coordinate our halftime. So if we get things to work in the booth, that'd be nice. But hey, the clock looks like it's working. If you see on the screen, it appears to be working decently. So we'll see if it holds, and hopefully it'll start working better, and the Brook Hill Guard can do some damage here in the second half and get back in this game here.
Yeah, I do notice on the clock that anytime they have a really bright graphic, it does affect the clock that we display. But
hey, as long as it's consistently rolling, it'll catch. Those are going to pop up, and it'll it'll
catch back.
It'll recalibrate itself. So
yeah, and hopefully that bright stands for the fact these all white Brook Hill Guard uniforms, that they'll be on there quite a bit with some scoring plays and get back into this game.
But lots of games going around the area. I mean, that's there's some interesting ones. I don't know. I don't know how my picks are going, Jason. I feel like I'm not doing very well this week.
I screwed up this week. I didn't get my picks in before the Thursday night games in, so I only got to pick on about 8.
Oh yeah.
But hey. So
I only got 1 out of 2 on Thursday night. If it makes you feel any better. So
I looked at it and I actually would have picked both of those, but because Overton's got a tough little team, that's for sure. But it happens. Not worried about it. We will definitely catch back up. And I didn't start till week 6 anyway, I don't think. So I'll get to it.
There's a couple of games I'm going to try to pinpoint here on my computer to keep an eye on over here as we move along. But it's I wouldn't say the Guard played bad. I think it was more of this I don't know if it's the level of competition is a little different this week. They're having to play a perfect game, and they haven't played a perfect game, and that's why they're down. It's tough when you've got 13, 14, 15 guys playing all the time, and they roll some other guys in there here and there. But I mean, All Saints over there, they're changing. They're like line changing in and out. I mean, they're constantly subbing guys in and out. And you've got a different set that comes out on defense.
Yeah.
And it's really tough. I hate it for the Guard that just have really had the injury bug this year, and it's been tough. But man, they've played so hard, and you give those kids credit. They have not quit, and they have played as well as they can. I mean, minus a few plays in a couple of games, they're probably hosting a game tonight. Probably were the best team in the district other than Regents, and they played Regents well early in the year before they had a lot of their injuries. And that's kind of the way it goes. Sometimes you beat the second place team, but the tiebreaker scenario, you end up 4th.
Yeah, and it's just unfortunate. I mean, this team, All Saints Episcopal, I mean, they are just, it's a juggernaut. I mean, you've got Williams out there on the outside as a receiver. So how do you play him? You play him tight, he might make a move, beat you deep. You play him back, he catches the ball and then makes you miss. If you play him with coverage, then you've got Parkhurst that'll just take off and run the ball. And that's pretty much what's happened. I mean, they've got to make, you couldn't make the on-the-fly adjustments like they needed to. So hopefully they really got a game plan together come halftime and can get back into this game.
So we got Brook Hill set to kick off. Of course, I don't know if there they come. So say All Saints, they decided not to come back out. They taking their time here.
I swear that just looks like an entire army walking.
It does.
They're coming from the dark. I mean, I wish we could show you this. I mean, they're from the darkness out in the parking lot. Here comes this line of people that looks like half a mile long, and they all got white helmets on. It's just crazy.
So they're waiting on them to get back before we get started.
Yeah, they set the tunnel up for them to run out the second half, and they come out a little late. So
no tunnel run tonight.
No tunnel for you tonight.
They're going to have to basically no time to warm up, and Brook Hill's kind of frustrated. I think it's like, hey, we're ready to go here, and they're over there trying to get loose, and they might have came out a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I'm just looking, and it seems like out of, I would say, probably 65 kids on that All Saints team, at least 30 plus, over half of them are over 6 foot.
They're
just a big group of big kids.
So an update on that Chapel Hill score. They lead now 21-14 in the second quarter. Looks like they have the ball and are inside of Hardgrave territory over there. So Chapel Hill looking like they're going to get an onside kick by the guard. Ref's pointing. Did they get it? And they...
Hang on.
I didn't see a signal by the ref yet. I don't know what.
Oh, no, looks like they gave it to.
They gave it to the Saints. Oh, man.
I think they needed to pile onto it quicker because I think it was a little clear. I think he pulled it in and didn't have anybody to shield for the fight for the ball underneath the pile.
Man. So here we go. As the Saints will get the ball on their own 45-yard line here, as they'll have it here, 1st and 10 to start this third quarter. Little play action. Williams, and it's intercepted. Blake Witten got an early Christmas present as Williams went right through his hands. They should have caught it, and Witten gets it back. Is that what you call what happens what's that, Jason, when you call it when the ball doesn't go your way? Is it karma?
I almost say that's karma because that ball went through Williams. That's one thing we've talked about, what a great athlete he is and great knowledge and vision of everything, but the frustration kind of came out in him right there. Ball went through his hands, intercepted, and he grabbed the nearest Brook Hill player and just slung him to the ground. So frustration showing for Williams and the Saints. Let's see if Brook Hill can capitalize.
So Brook Hill will take over, 1st and 10, ball at their 47-yard line. Williams is going to hand off, and I believe that's Affrey. And he gets up to the 50. No, I'm sorry, that's Gilberti on the carry, excuse me. And that was not Luke McNeil on the carry. I think they saw 1-7. He's over here on the sideline. That was going to be definitely Enrico Gilberti.
Gain of 3 on the play brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, Luke was like, that was a positive yardage play. I'll take it.
So 2nd down and 7 for the guard. Williams, hand off this time. It's Affrey this time. Bounces off the first tackler, but then he meets a couple more unfriendly Saints. And he is popped, and he is not getting up.
Injury on the field.
And, man, that's a tough one. You don't want to – they're already down the Durrett, and now Affrey is down, and we'll take a break and hope he's okay. We'll be back to give you an update on this condition here on NetSN.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained providers specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, or struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We are conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
And we are back on NetSN as Carlos was walked off the field. I think he just took a shot, Jason, there. He's kind of maybe a little woozy getting up.
He looked like he was moving his hands, like everything was just kind of moving on him. Looks like hopefully he's standing there. Looks like he's holding a conversation, so hopefully he's okay.
So Enrico Gilberti will check back in for the guard. Williams Hands off up the middle. It's Gilberto. He finds a nice crease, and he's going to pick up the first down. Nice run by Gilberto. He hit the hole, saw it, and made it happen for the first down.
Yeah, and he hit that hole hard.
Man.
He had Saints piling in. They were really going in.
Were the Saints marching in?
They marched in like crazy on that play. I think they got a little too aggressive, kind of lost some lane discipline on that, and he made them pay for that.
So 1st and 10 for the guard. Ball is at the 37-yard line. Williams, quick throw, bounce around, caught! It's Gilberto on the deflection, touchdown guard!
That was a hook.
What a play!
That was a hook and ladder.
Was it?
Yes.
Did he? It almost looked like. Did he just
caught it and he tossed it?
Okay.
It was perfect.
It looked almost like a bounce off his chest, and the hook and lateral works like a charm.
Who was it that caught that? Who made the score?
Gilberto made.
Gilberto?
Yeah. Wow. Man, perfection on that. It looked like it bounced off. It was such a quick play.
No, he looked like a shortstop on that, feeding that double play. Looked great.
On for the point after is Gavito. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it's good. So with 9:59 left here in the third quarter, Brook Hill strikes again. They've cut the lead. It's now 28-13 All Saints here on NSN.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained providers specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, or struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We are conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
And we are back here on NSN as kicking off for the Brook Hill guard, Javier Gavito. And the kick is deep. It's going to pin Brook. And a return, and there he goes. That's number 6 on the return, Keelan Lemon. And a big hit. I think Gavito made the tackle there, Jason.
Yes, the kicker came in.
The kicker got him. Oh, man.
Oh, you got to love it. I love the kickers that they ain't scared to go put a hat on somebody.
The hook and, they're calling that hook and ladder. We got a couple of guys calling it. Says it was Orico on, I guess, on the pitch there.
Beautiful play.
That it was such an executed play live, it looked like it just bounced off. I want to go back and watch it after the game.
Hey, I thought they were turning too. I really did. I thought this was baseball.
Little pitch and catch. Williams on the far side. Williams has got a lot of room. He just casually just trots out of bounds. I like this battle over here between Lindros and number 58, Adcock here.
Yeah, 58's been battling all game. I believe, though, he did get one of the personal fouls on some of the battling. But regardless, I mean, you always love to see people playing hard.
Handoff up the middle, and not a whole lot there. And he ran into big Aaron Pacarinian, and you don't go real far when you run into that guy.
Yeah, and I didn't see all that play. I was busy watching this battle over here still. 58 actually just pulled him down. I'm surprised they didn't draw a flag, even though it was away from the play. He grabbed him by the jersey around the neck of the shoulder pad area and just like spun him around down to the ground.
A pass out here on this near side, caught by number 2, Bryce Anderson, and he's forced out of bounds. He's going to be close to a first down, a couple yards shy. I think they're going to mark him 1 yard shy, actually, so a 3rd down and 1 here. Man, if Brook Hill somehow was able to force a no gain or a loss here, I think they still probably go for it.
Yeah.
But this is an important sequence right here. See if they can get something going. And a nice run for the first for Pal Freeman there. They need something here. They've got to. They're down a couple of possessions.
Yeah, it's almost. I think you've got to start stunting those front four, because that big offensive line. I mean, they're just outsized.
And Williams is going to catch it, hurdles over a defender, and steps out of bounds. I'd be curious to know where he's going to college, because I feel like he's going to play somewhere on Saturdays.
At least I really do. Like I said, it looks like he's managed to gain his composure back. Like I said, he got a little frustrated that last drive, but looks like he's composed again and doing those Williams things.
Handoff up the middle. It's that man, Pal Freeman, powering up the middle. And they're going to pick up the first down.
And they're just right now following that big offensive line. That offensive line is just pushing back Brook Hill defense. Like I said, I think they've got to be able to get off those blocks. If they got to start stunting, then that's what they're going to have to do, which could open up some other things.
So handoff. Right side. It's going to be stopped around the 11. I'll make that 12. I think he took a step back. So a good defensive play there by the guard. Now you're in the spot where you've got to pay attention to these receivers. Don't want to let them hit you with a slant right here. There's the middle's wide open. And they're going to hand it straight ahead. And a powerful run there by Bort Toller. And it seems like they've just got a lot of guys to give the ball to, Jay. I mean, they've got 2 or 3, 4 backs are rotating in. You've got several guys outside. You're getting a lot of different guys in there.
Yeah, and you look who they just put in at fullback. Big number 52, the nose guard, Blake Robinette. He's not the fullback position.
They're going to run behind him, and they're going to get the stop there as Pal Freeman was on the carry again. And so is it going to be, it's now 4th and very short. I can't tell the exact distance. It's not, but I would say, well, no, they're going to give him the first. So it's going to be 1st and goal. They tricked us there with that 4th down switch. So 1st and goal now for the Saints, and they run right up the middle at them, and it's in for a touchdown. And looks like Marcelo is going with the 58 Adcock there. What a 1-yard touchdown run for the Saints. And they now are up 34-13. Man,
just power running.
Brook Hill is fighting, though, man. They are fighting and grinding out there, giving everything they've got.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of players injured in this game, and then next play, next drive, they're right back out there doing everything they can do. I mean, that's all you can ask is the effort they've been given.
The kick is up and good. 6:53 left here in the third. The Saints now lead the guard 35-13. We'll be right back here on NSN.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
And we're back here on NSN. So we had a score update here in the stadium. Fort Worth Christian, which is the team out of All Saints' district, they're up 19-16 over Hyde Park. So that game is being played in Austin at the field we went to, Jason, the baseball football field.
The baseball football field, definitely.
And the kick is through the end zone. Some funky spin, goes out of bounds.
There's some more stuff up.
We got, oh, goodness. And that's, it's like, no, Luke McNeil was in the middle of that. I don't know if that would be on him, but.
Probably they're gonna get him regardless of what happened. I didn't see if anything happened before that, but when I turned and looked, that was about the time the ref looked, and it looks like they're gonna get it. Yep, exactly, personal foul.
It's a frustration penalty right there. Always going down to talk to Dad there, and father-son conversation.
Holding call.
I guess they got a holding, so it wasn't a personal foul. Then it was a hold.
That's hard. It is hard to see. They're facing the other way, so I guess they just said he tackled him.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. They were already on the ground when I saw.
Let's see. They stop play here. I think we had some, did we get a score in the center game? I think, goodness, look at the size of the lineman in the center game over here. As we toss the Sam Williams off the left side. Man, that guy had to be 350 on the line of the center. I mean, he was huge. We'll see if we get a score update, but a nice run there by Williams.
One of them buffet busters right there. You've been here too long.
You know, they do an offensive lineman of the game down there in center. They've got a local diner that does. So the next Saturday morning after the game, it's all you can eat pancakes.
Oh,
pancake.
man.
Yeah.
Man, why didn't they have that when I played? Probably because they were cheap. But
So 2nd down and 3 for the guard here. Williams going to give it this time to the tailback. That's Gilberti, and he's tripped up about the 25-yard line.
That was one of those tackles that just got the ankles and did about what needed to be done. Brings up 3rd down, and it looks like about 2 foot.
It's like Lindale at the half is up 21-7 over Little Cypress from Reeseville. Kilgore 49-0 at half over Vider. Chapel Hill up at half 21-14 over Huffman Hargrave. And Athens at half over Van 20-14. That's an interesting game there over at Rose Stadium in Tyler.
Timeout.
We have a timeout. And that was a center touchdown. So Gilmer over center right now, 20-14 over on NSN. So, man, what a good one over there that we've got going on. A lot of good action here tonight.
Playoff football.
Playoffs? And we'll have a lot next week. Hopefully we'll be able to, grab some games next week. We'll have most likely 3 to 4 games every night here on NSN and be put on NFHS. So same quality broadcast that you expect to see for NetSN just on the NFHS network. They have the rights for the playoffs, so at least for UIL playoffs.
got the guard cheerleaders trying to get this crowd fired up.
I think the crowd's trying to get a fire building somewhere. It's a little chilly out there. they're snuggled up in their jackets tonight.
All Saints varsity volleyball defeated Fort Bend Christian 3-1.
So here we go. 3rd and short. Williams is going to throw it. He's got a man. Oh, man, he overthrows. I think that was John Marcarico. And 3rd and short. I mean, I guess the only reason you would do that, Jason, is if you're planning on going for it, right? I mean,
you almost have to at this point. I'm not trying to second guess the coaching here. But I almost, with that, a go route against the sideline really makes things have to be a little more perfect. I almost would have liked to have seen a post route or something crossing just to break that open a little bit.
See if Williams keeps it. He does. And he picks up the first down easily. Williams gets across the 35 up to around the 37-yard line. Nice run by Williams. He picks up a Brook Hill guard first down.
Great decision, great read on the blocks. Williams doing a great job.
Brook Hill at their own 37. Dean Watkins on the tackle for the Saints.
Go Williams, keeps it again. Runs through a couple of tacklers. I think they're going to give him, see what they got, a yard or 2.
And I think that just took too long to develop.
Yeah.
Because Dalton Knapp, the defensive end, had already taken the runner, and he still made the tackle on the inside cut. So,
and it's caught. That's Sluter across midfield. And a nice catch by Cole Sluter up to the 45-yard line of the Saints.
Great read, great throw, great play. The ref looks like the ref got kind of taken out on that one.
First and 10, Brook Hill at the Saints 45.
So 1st and 10 for the guard. It's a handoff this time. It's Gilberte. He bounces off a couple, but then there's more Saints come through, and it's like a brick wall he was trying to run through. Doesn't work too well.
Yeah, and so far we've seen Sam Williams make some good plays, good throws. Bence was asking, him and Jaron over at the Rusk Stadium was asking about the Swiss Army knife for Brook Hill, and so far he's still living up to that reputation. I mean, he's making great decisions. He's doing it all. So
Williams rolls to his right, and he throws, and it's at the feet of number 18. That's Blake Witten.
Yeah, he was being chased. Dalton Knapp really had a beat on him, so he had to get rid of it, probably under a little more duress than he wanted to be, but brings up 3rd and 10 now for the guard.
So here we go. See what the guard can do. Williams going to pitch it back. Lead block a little bit. That was a targeting. Helmet to helmet, yep. Man, that's a bad penalty there. That was on number 4, Keon Atkins, trying to finish the tackle. But Witten got hit pretty hard directly on the helmet. And they had him backed up to 4th down, and another. I mean, here it goes again, Jason, that there's penalties like that. The personal foul penalties that All Saints is going to – they've picked up several of those.
Yeah, and I mean that's one of the things though. If you look, they have that penalty, and so who did we say that was? Number 4.
It was on number 4, Keon Atkins.
So Atkins goes out. I mean, you know, the All Saints coaches are pulling the players. Maybe they're going to talk to them. Maybe it's just whatever. But here comes another fresh player. I mean, just the sheer number of the All Saints team.
And it's not just the number they have on the sideline; it's the number they have playing. These guys are, a lot of them they're playing here. Handoff. That's Gio Orico with a carry, and he's not going to get much.
No, great tackle. Number 9, number 88, both came in. I believe 9 had a pretty good form tackle on that. I mean, he was across the body and just took him sideways. So great defensive work by the Saints. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah,
okay.
He's got 1.
There was a lot of running for 1 yard.
The Saints 32.
Pass caught. Pass complete to Luke McNeil for the first down. Down at the 15-yard line, Williams to McNeil with a good pitch and catch.
And that's something Brook Hill needed. They needed a little spark.
So clock rolling here. 2:08 left. Williams calls his own number right up the middle, and a nice gain on 1st and 10 for Williams. I'll give it to Brook Hill, man. They have not quit in this game. They are fighting.
Not at all. And they're grinding out, it seems like, every yard they can get. Tough runs, contested catches, just doing everything they can to stay in this game.
Second down and 4. Williams takes the shotgun. It's going to be handed off. Goes up the middle, and it's going to be another flag. And we'll see where they call. Our man Rob's going to make sure he gets in on the referee, and shout out to Rob. He does a great job for us, one of our camera guys.
Still awful hard on the visitor side, but
yeah,
we'll see what
got a good look here at least. See what they're going to call. Personal foul. I feel like I'm on repeat. Another personal foul penalty against the Saints. And, you know, whether or not it's this game next, I mean, it looks like they're primed to get this win. Brook Hill's not giving up, but, I mean, you keep playing this game, you do move on. You can't pick up these kind of penalties if you expect to continue to play in these playoffs. I mean, these kind of penalties you've got to clean up.
Yeah, those are drive killers or drive extenders like we're seeing right here. So if you want to put your foot on somebody's throat and finish them off, you can't keep giving them first downs.
Williams calls his own number, and he has no blocks as the front 7 of the Saints, and they were just right in the backfield.
Yeah, and that was Dalton Knapp again who started that. I mean, you got that left defensive end. They've got to block him, obviously, and then you've got to key off which way they take him. If they kick him out, Williams got to cut in on that one. Or if they can't make him choose, maybe he can get out and bounce out around him.
Bring up 2nd and goal at the Saints 6.
Williams keeps it, pitches it, and tackled down. That was number 21 on the reception of the pitch, I guess. That's Brex Bodie. And that's going to end the third quarter. So after 3 here in Fort Worth, Brook Hill trails 35-13. We'll be back for the fourth quarter here on NetSN.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
And we are back for the fourth quarter here on NSN as Brook Hill trying to punch this one in and stay alive in this game as they trail by 22 at this point. Williams keeps, and there is just nothing there for Williams. Maybe should have pitched that one.
Maybe so.
He had Gio out there. I don't know that it's tough. It's a split-second decision like that. It's a couple times in a row he's had no blocking. So now it's fourth down here, huh? 4th and 10. Well, 4th and goal. I guess it's right outside the 10. It's at maybe the 11, 10 and a half there.
10 and a half by the nose.
So here we go. See what Brook Hill does here. Williams going to play action. Across the middle. And oh, my goodness. As Ilberte is hammered. I guess it was a legal play.
I'm laughing because, you know, all of that contact, which it got there just before the ball, according to the replay, and the stadium announcer said it was batted away.
Yeah, it was. He was tackled down. Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
The time is correct, Cameron.
There is a flag on the field.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what for.
The time is correct. Every once in a while it jumps because of the scoreboard, video board, kind of
unsportsmanlike against Brook Hill.
It's because they didn't like the call, I guess.
Yeah, I guess because they got.
That's tough.
Yeah, it's very tough. So possession goes to all Saints.
Here we go. Handoff up the middle. And a nice run. We got some little piling on over here. Just like that was number 77. He wouldn't, that's Ian Bothwell. He wouldn't let the Brook Hill player up.
Yeah, that's kind of been what's happening. Of course, you had, 24, Ronnie Lindros came over to clean that up just a little.
Little play actually going to be tossed outside wide to the receiver, Lehman, and he is taken down from behind and crosses midfield. And is going to pick up the first down for the Saints. And we got a flag in the backfield. We got a little holding. I think Lindros thinks so. He's staying around.
I want to say that was a smart play by Enrico Gilberti. He initially grabbed to make that tackle, and it was pretty high up. It was almost like in the area where you would get a horse collar tackle penalty. Instead, he re-gripped and got him out of bounds. So that right there turns it from offsetting penalties, if that's in, is that what it was, a holding penalty. So it turns it from offsetting to a second down and 20.
Second down.
We got a 20-14 game over there on that center game. Still 20-14. Let's send the man in motion. Parkhurst goes it outside, and it's incomplete. Intended for number 11, Bork Toller.
Brings up 3rd and long for the Saints.
I will give All Saints all the credit in the world. They definitely do block to the whistle.
To the whistle and beyond.
Yeah, it's looks like timeout.
All Saints.
You got a timeout here. Let's we haven't visited with our man Keith here. Let's see if we can get Keith in here. Keith, we have a timeout here with 10:19 left in the game. What do you got for us back at the Whitman studio?
Well, we just got a score update. Chapel Hill just scored again. They scored right before the half to go up 21-14. Now they're up 28-14 right after they came back from the half. So Chapel Hill is winning there in Houston against Hargrave. We do have some scores in 4A Division II. Van is losing to Athens 23-21 in the 3rd quarter right now in that area there. And then in 4A Division I, in keeping in that area, Lindale leading 28-7 over Little Cypress, Mauriceville, and Kilgore is leading 49-6 over Vidor.
Parkhurst back to pass here. Caught. Oh, and a big hit by Gio Rico.
Oh, I don't think it was big enough for what the coaches wanted.
Oh, man. But a catch there by number 21, Connor McCurdy. Keith, we got a good one there. I think Jaron's close to wrapping up, but we'll catch you guys here in a minute.
Oh, yeah. We'll do it.
So we've got, thanks to Keith for hanging out in the Whitman studio, being available for score updates tonight. And a straight up run up the middle for the Saints, carried by number 11. That's Toller. Picks up about 5 on first down.
Luke McNeil and 24, Ronnie Lindros.
So Brook Hill, they really need a turnover right here.
Yeah, they need more than just a stop. I mean, because this team, they're going to run the ball down their throat. But I wouldn't be surprised to take another shot with Williams.
Parkhurst those outside, caught. That's Bryce Anderson, and he jets down the sideline and shoved out of bounds. Looks like that's Gilberti again on the force out, but not before he picks up the Saints' first down.
Yeah, just those quick passes. These receivers, I mean, that's one thing about this team. These receivers are very elusive. Bryce Anderson, he's another senior. And Williams looks like he's that much bigger. Anderson's still 6'1", 185. So the fact that Williams is, 6'5", just makes it a little crazy. But they've got a great receiving corps.
Ball handed off up the middle, straight ahead, and he is not gonna be caught. Touchdown, Toller for the Saints with a 36-yard touchdown run. Man.
Just straight up the middle behind that big offensive line. And, sometimes it's just going to happen.
And looks like the guard season is going to come to an end tonight, but, man, what a season it's been. This group of seniors, I know we've covered guard football the last 2 seasons and the entirety of this season, and it's been an honor and pleasure to get to call the Brook Hill guard football team this year. I mean, they've gone through so much as a team, and I expect nothing but a hard-fought last 8:36 from the guard. The game looks like out of reach at this point, but I don't expect to see any quit from them. They're going to fight till the very last minute here in this game.
Now, you've covered a lot more of their games than I have, but I've enjoyed every minute of it. And, I mean, getting to talk to the chat, you got family from Mexico, families from Finland. It's just been an amazing deal to see these young men out here competing and doing what they do. And, been a lot of injuries, kind of set them back some, but overall, you've never seen them quit. I know that.
So we've got 8:36 left here in the game, and just I can't say enough about this group. This is it's going to be tough to lose these 18 seniors off this team, but we talked about a lot of bright spots, a lot of young talent will be returning to this Brook Hill Guard team, and they've got some players coming up. You got a couple of bright spots that we saw this year. The Grant Gandy, the tailback, and of course Zach Ryle had to play a lot of quarterback this year as a freshman with the injuries that between his brother Cam and Sam Williams, and so you've got a nice little core there to build off of over the next several years, and I know Coach Ryle will have them back here in the playoffs with that new group. As we've got Gilberti, he's going to have the return. He hits the hole hard. Gilberti, nice run, and we got some laundry on the field. And got actually a couple of hankies. I don't know if it's the same penalty. You got one back deep, and then you got one here over on the sideline. Maybe they saw the same thing. I don't know.
You could just make some money if you open a laundromat here. I promise you that. There's been a lot of laundry tonight.
Let's see what the referee is going to call here. He's talking and discussing with his crew. Oh, another one against. Somebody got ejected.
Personal foul called on the Saints.
I don't know who it was, but somebody on the Saints just got kicked out. They did the old.
Gave them the thumb.
The thumbs out of the game signal. I didn't see who it was, but he'll be disqualified for the last 8:30 of this one. I wonder if that carries over. Used to, you get the whole game, so you would have to miss the second or the first half of the next game. Don't know if that's how they do it or not, but I feel like that used to be the rule. As Williams. Oh, we got a little misdirection. Oh, and a great defensive play. Broke up the trick play.
Great defense by number 22. That's going to be Caleb Clark. The junior DB.
Man.
I mean, because that one was going to go for just a little bit.
So we got 2nd down and 10 now for the guard. Williams. Little inside shovel pass is intercepted by number 9, Hayden Greer, and he's going to score. Pick 6 for the Saints. And a celebratory celebration is on, and Sam Williams is down there. I don't know, he got popped, I think, on that. And we got flags all over the place as All Saints is celebrating like they won the Super Bowl down there, Jason. I don't know. They're up 48-13. I'm not sure that was really necessary. I mean, I talked about it earlier in the game. I feel like that there's been a lot of unsportsmanlike, a lot of just kind of showboating type plays that are going on in this game.
I think this is one of those teams that they're number one and they know they're number one.
Yeah, but you gotta play with class. I mean that's not class there. We're at a point now where this is, you're up 48-13. I mean, you've got the game in hand. I understand celebrating the interception, but they had the whole team ran over there. I mean, that's not.
Yeah, I mean, you know, hey, be happy for your player. I get that. You know, he's coming eventually. You're gonna see him again. He doesn't run into the end zone and disappear forever. So I know it's dark over in that parking lot behind the end zone, but you know he's going to come out, and you will see him in the locker room. If you're not on the field to celebrate with him for just a second and then get back to business, then you should definitely not be doing that, especially with such a lead.
Touchdown's good. It's going to be unsportsmanlike and back them up.
Touchdown is good. The dead ball foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Saints. Be applied on the kickoff.
So they'll take it on the kickoff. So it'll be a point after touchdown here coming up. So point after attempt by Sutton Figley, and the point after attempt is good. And now we got some flopping going on down there, Jason, as one of the linemen tried to take a penalty. And so with 8:17 left in the game, we've got a 49-13 lead for the Saints. We'll be right back here on NSN. And we are back on NSN as we have another deep kickoff for the Saints. They're going to make their kicker work here, Jason.
Yeah, and he's been, as far as I'm concerned for the Saints, he's been kind of a bright spot in this game. I mean, yeah, they're up 49-13, but a lot of unnecessary mistakes or actions with the unsportsmanlikes and the personal fouls. So,
and I'll tell you right now, I mean, we've covered Brook Hill all season, but you know, this is coming from a non-bias. I mean, this is just not what you want to see out of a team that's up by this many points. If my kid was acting like that, I'd be pulling him off the field and we'd be having a talking. And that ball is out of bounds. I mean, there's a way to win and a way not to win.
Well, I mean, you know, that goes back to, I mean, back in my day, you know, which, like I said, 30-plus years ago, but I wouldn't want to go to practice on Monday because we're going to run till the coaches threw up, and they're not running.
Yeah, they kick out of bounds, so they're going to make them kick it again. I feel like we've done this a few times tonight.
5-yard penalty is set.
But I'd like to thank everyone for sticking with us tonight. And, keep chatting with us. We've got, 8:17 left. We'll have a little post-game show. Hopefully we'll get Keith back on with us and get some scoring updates from around the area as we get ready to close it down. So another kickoff, high kick. Gilberti will pick it up and field it out of the air at the 30-yard line, and he's up to the 45, and then he is popped, and then a little extra. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, they're, like I said, they are good, and they know it, and sometimes that can be a bad thing.
Yeah.
Beautiful facilities, beautiful area, all of that. I mean, you've got everything here. you know, with me, responsibility comes to be a professional.
Mm-hmm.
Whether, you know, you're not getting paid. This is high school. I get that. But, you know, be professional.
Sam Williams looks to his left. He throws a pass. It's complete. Tyler Vining with his first catch of the night for a gain of about 1. Tough night for Vining. He's been the top receiver for the Guard this season, and they just hadn't been able to find him open tonight.
Yeah, and I'm sure Saints did some scouting. They do see that kind of stuff. So, you know, I'm sure they got a little extra attention tonight. Still manages to get him a yard on a catch.
Gain of 1 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd down and 9. Williams hands it up the middle. Nice run. That's Gilberti again. And, you know, I don't know, did we see Affrey after he got hit?
No.
I think he has been out the rest of the time. I don't remember him coming back in the game after he took that pop in the 3rd quarter.
No, I see him down on the sideline, but
Williams pulls it. Williams, nice run. Williams is going to pick up the 1st down. Nice run by Sam Williams. And what a senior season that Sam's had. He didn't even play quarterback last year on this team. He played defense, but kind of started the season with Cam Ryle and Sam alternating possessions. You know, then we had the game you were at where he got knocked out with a concussion. Then Ryle got injured, and ever since Cam Ryle injured his shoulder, Sam's been the guy. Pass over the middle. Oh, man, it was a touchdown, if not for the great defensive play from Tim Burton Jr. The sophomore cornerback got his hand on it and knocked away a touchdown catch.
yeah, and, you know, Enrico Gilberti had him beat. Gilberti, though, he showed some class right there because he gave him a pat on the butt, basically told him great job.
I mean, what else can you say about that? That was just a great play.
Yeah, great defensive play.
So it's Williams. Give up the middle, and he is met and swallowed. And they're trying to get off their man Gilberti as he got piled on here, and good job by that O-line to protect your guy.
That big O-line, they weren't having that this time. 61 there, Hayden Watson was like, no, get off my boy.
Williams back to pass. He throws. A lot of contact over here, and there comes the laundry as John Marcarico was being interfered with, and that's going to be a 1st down for the Guard.
Yeah, he was trying to turn back into that ball, and the defender just stiff-armed him and just kept him off of it. So easy call for the side judge there. Going to give 1st down for the Guard.
Flag on the play.
So it looks like, let's see, I think we have a final over there in center as or in Tatum for center and Gilmer as Gilmer hangs on to win 20-14.
That's a good game.
Pass interference called on the Saints.
You know, I look at this, and they just called another penalty on the Saints. The fans for the Saints are not even reacting. I don't know if they're just in disbelief. I don't know if it's just something they're used to. I mean, obviously we haven't covered any of these games, so I'm not sure, but it's just kind of strange to me that they're not even reacting to these penalties.
Drop back to pass. Williams. Pass. Caught on the sideline over here. It's John Marcarico with another catch. He had the great hook and ladder earlier. He caught it and shoveled it over to Gilberti.
Okay, so is it Orico or is it Orico?
Orico?
Orico.
You probably have better R rolls than me.
Yeah, I'm kind of born that way, I guess. But
Handoff up the middle and a first down at pickup. That's Grant Gandy on the carry. The freshman getting in there and getting some work.
Brook Hill picks up the first down.
You know, I do that to irritate my wife because she cannot do it. So that's any opportunity I have to do that just to irritate her, that's my job.
I mean, you've got to, right? It's got to be your job to irritate.
That's it. I mean, if I wasn't doing my job, then I have no purpose.
And we got a pass back across the field to Williams from Witten. A little trickery there. And the clock, it's correct. It's picking up a 1, so it's really 5-10.
Yeah, take that one off.
Let's take the one off. It's just the scoreboard is affecting our camera, so it is correct.
Well, as it jumps to 9 and
yeah, it's still on the right track there. Mr. Savari says, thank you for the whole season, guys. We appreciate you tuning in every week. As Sam Williams, can he get in? Oh, close. He's down at the 1. And the guard are on the doorstep to try to punch in a score here in the 4th.
Yeah, he smelled the end zone on that one. You saw him when he turned. He was going for it. So
see if he can get in. Gilberti in for the touchdown. Touchdown God. Enrico Gilberti with a 1-yard touchdown run. So it's a 49-19 game now as looks like the offense is going to stay out and go for 2 maybe here.
Yeah, and that big offensive line, they actually they made holes. You had backs, receivers, everybody blocking on that play. That was a good team touchdown right there.
Got Mr. Paccarinian says, thanks in NSN and Mr. Schwinney for great work during the last couple of seasons. Good luck in the future. Well, we appreciate it. Hope you still tune in and watch the guard. Remember, it's always free. We'll be back here next season. And we got a 2-point conversion. It's up, and it's good.
Yeah,
it's Cole Sluter with a 2-point conversion completion there.
He stole that ball straight from him. That was excellent work.
So Brook Hill picks up a score. We're gonna see if we can hop over. We've got 4:33 left, and we're gonna see if we can get Keith. Keith, can you hear us?
I can.
All right.
You hear me?
Yeah, we've got you here. We've got 4:33 left. Brook Hill just scored, 49-21. It's All Saints. It's kind of pulled away in the second half. What do you got for us going on here? Is a little preview before we get to our post-game show here in a minute.
Well, right now I do have a final. Mount Enterprise beat Deweyville 40-16.
Oof.
So Mount Enterprise is moving on to the next round. And we have a 4th quarter in the 2A division. Timpson is trailing Hearn 31-21 right now in the 4th quarter.
Ooh, so Timpson kind of come back a little bit on them.
They're trying to come out. Of course, Troop right now is leading. Actually, no, this is a final just shown 35-6 win over Anderson Shiro. Troop advancing on to the next round of the playoffs there for that division. And Grand Saline in the 3rd quarter, 41-21 over Hooks right now in that ball game. So a lot of good games there. If you want me to go on, I don't know how.
We're about to kick off. We got 4:33. We'll hop in and out as we get a chance here as we kind of continue this game. Thanks, Keith.
Well, no problem, guys.
All right, thank you, Keith, for joining us. And we're going to kick off here as Gavito is kicking off deep. Back for All Saints, it's Donovan Hollis, number 0. And I feel like we're going to have a lot of flags in this last 4.5 minutes. I know it just one was a couple thrown out there, but I just feel like that as chippy as this game has been, I just feel like there's going to be some more laundry on the field.
Yeah, and I know it's the last game probably for Brook Hill unless a miracle happens. But, those guys just need to keep it clean it up, and just if it's going to be the other side, let it be the other side.
So it's against All Saints. Not really surprised there at all.
I think it was just a hold.
I don't know. Was it a wrestling move hold? What kind of, was it a wrestling hold or was it a regular hold?
At least it wasn't. I don't think it was a chokehold.
Hey, look, Keith's got looks like the fight maybe getting ready to, he's got the fight behind him there.
Yeah, we're looking at you.
See, I'm going to turn it where he can hear us, but we won't hear him. We're looking at the fight behind you, Keith. I know you can't. We've got you muted, but you can hear us for the time being. We see you've got it ready to go there. So we'll be looking forward to some play-by-play of the fight here maybe in a minute. As we've got a handoff up the middle.
Yeah.
And did they blow it dead?
They blew it dead.
Okay, so a handoff there.
That was a big man right there. That was a grown man right there.
Yeah, Keith.
Aaron.
Hey,
you say his last name. I can't.
Pacaranian.
Yes.
Hey, finally, it took me 2 years, Mr. Pacaranian, to get his name. I got it. It was Aaron the Great first, but hey, so now Keith can hear us again. Just so you guys know, hey, Jason's gonna need to call it with you. You and him have the most fights witnessed in the year between the two of you guys. So y'all are my new UFC commentating crew. Okay, just so you know.
Hey, we can handle it.
So run up the middle again for the Saints. That's number 23 on the carry this time. That's Jordan Billings.
Yeah, Keith is good at the play-by-play on that too. I just do the reactions. Usually it's me like,
We would definitely need a like a webcam, like reaction cam type thing. Would be worth it here. So clock rolling here. 3:10 to go. We hand off up the middle, and it is going to be stuffed. And so I think that's going to be punt time for the Saints here with clock rolling under 3 minutes to go.
Okay, and another name I have a hard time remembering how to say. Is that Juna?
Yona.
I want to say Yona, and then I'm like, no, I'm going to screw that up, so let me just go Juna. But no, it's Yona. Yona stuffed that one.
So it looks like back to punt here. Let's see what number that is. Is it number 20?
Number 20.
Yeah, number 20. He's been the tailback tonight. And I see looks like Braxton Durrett out there on the return there. He's got his yellow gloves. So he's out there for a little bit of punt return action.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they didn't tell him just stay away.
Yeah, just get him out there and let him.
Get out there, get on the field. You're in there during the play. Just get out of the way. So, I mean, it's football. I know it's a senior year, but you don't want to do nothing to affect the rest of your life.
So we got 2:13 left. Let's see what the guards got. They're going to send their offense out there and see what they can do. Could be the last drive for several seniors out there on this field tonight. See if they can go out and finish it off strong here. Sam Williams in the backfield as usual in the gun. He's going to drop back to pass. And he is sacked hard. The ball comes out, and he is down. And, man, I think he might be getting up now, but he got slammed hard to the turf.
Yeah, and that was big number 40. That was one we hadn't really talked about much. Ibrahim Hamoud.
Okay, good job.
I'm trying. I don't mean any disrespect if I say it wrong. I'm just trying to say it what I think is right, but it might have a little East Texas Spanish combination there.
Pull for Williams, good pull. A pitch outside, that's Blake Witten, and he gets a nice gain, gets across the 50-yard line. Did Siri give you some answers on how to say his name over there, Jason?
I don't know. I didn't know. I didn't even talk to her, so.
You don't have to say much to get that Siri response.
No, I think Siri just spies on me.
So clock rolling now. We're at a minute to go. It seems like now the clock is working better. We get to the end of the game, and
Now we went back to 10.
Oh, yeah, I said that.
Yeah, you had to jinx it.
They're trying to put more time on the clock. 3rd and 9. Williams back to pass. Throws out wide. It's Durrett. Caught! Braxton Durrett with a great catch at the 25-yard line. And Durrett in the game and said, why not? Let's throw it up to him. Yeah. What a great way to finish for that young man.
You love to see it. I don't want to see him get hurt, but you love to see him.
I mean, he wanted that one.
Yeah.
You could tell. So 1st and 10 for the guard. Williams. He's going to throw to Red again. And, not quite that time. Man.
Yeah, he had the defender. He had one defender on his inside. The other defender flashed in front of him at the last second, and I think that was just enough where he just lost the ball.
Man. So clock stop with 28 seconds to go. See what they're going to call here. Play clock down to 10. Durrett in motion. Low snap for Williams. They're going to throw it to Durrett again on the outside. Durrett. And a nice job by Durrett. He gets a nice little gain here as the clock rolls down. And I think that's going to do it here in Fort Worth tonight. And a valiant effort to the end. And we have a final here tonight. Fort Worth All Saints, the #1 team in Class 5A of TAPS, is moving on to the next round. And this is where it hits you, Jason. And as a former football player, you'll always remember the last one.
Oh, yeah.
Where was yours?
Big Sandy. I still remember sitting down at the end of that at the back of the end zone. It's a tough thing to know that that's the last time you think it's the last time you're going to put on the cleats. We played an alumni game. I was 38 years old, and that was the most fun, stupidest thing I've ever done in my life.
Well, let's take it to post-game show. We're going to take it over to Keith. We'll bring him in here, and as we see the handshake going on here in front of us, and we got Keith in here now. We can hear you now, Keith. What was your final football game?
My final football game was against Maybank at White House, and so that was we were waiting to hear. We were 7-3 that season. We were trying to get to the playoffs, but unfortunately, Jacksonville Indians kept us from doing that. They won that night. And
that was back when only two got in, right? Back then, though.
Yeah,
that was back when only 2 got in.
Yeah, you could go. Like, there was one year we went 8-2 in district and did not go.
Yeah, I think that was one. That was like 2 years before they changed it to the 3 or whatever they do now. But yeah, so I remember sitting there and waiting to hear about Jacksonville, and yeah, it was not a fun time because we won the ball game, but that was the last one. So I do remember, and you're right, it is tough to know that's the last time. But I still have my helmet. It's sitting in my office.
I got mine too.
So, what do you got for us, Keith? I know there were some good games tonight. You got some finals for us?
I do have some finals. There is one game I'm keeping an eye on. It's not a final yet. It's the Pine Tree Bridge City game. That one's tied at 28 in the fourth quarter right now.
Wow.
So I'm hoping when we get to the end of this, we might be able to have a final on that. But we do have a few finals right now. One of the finals, of course, Center tried to make a game out of it, but this final here, Center and Gilmer wins that one 20-14. Kind of squeaked that one out. We know we talked about it a minute ago. 35-6 Troop advances over Anderson Shiro. New Diana beats New Waverly 43-21. Newton beat West Russ tonight 60-24. Mount Enterprise over Deweyville 40-16. White House gets blanked by Huntsville 45-0.
That one not surprising.
That hurt. That hurt me.
I'm sorry.
I can't say nothing. I know what's coming.
Yeah. Port Neches Groves beats Hallsville 43-20. Marshall 35-14 over Montgomery tonight in that final. And those are just some of the finals as going on right now. There are still a lot of games that are still in the fourth quarter right now, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to look at 4A Division II right now. In the fourth quarter, Van leads Athens 38-30. They're in that ball game. And let's see if I can find Jasper does have a final. They lose to Columbia tonight, 56-35. Going on down, trying to find. We're going to go to Division I and 4A and look at those games. Dallas Carter losing right now to Sulphur Springs, 48-14.
Hey, I got a score that just popped up on Twitter. I don't know if you saw this one yet, Keith. Cooper over Big Sandy, 56-41. That's a final.
Oof, that's a tough one. And Big Sandy is a tough team, and they're a young team too. I think they'll be able to make some. A fourth quarter score right here is Lindale leading Little Cypress Mauriceville 28-7, and Chapel Hill is winning right now 37-28 over Hargrave. Viter is just getting blanked by Kilgore 66-6.
Oh.
And so that's probably going to be a final here soon.
Yeah.
And
can you throw in the towel on that and just throw in the towel?
Is there something, I think of Rocky IV where you just like, throw in that towel there.
Towel, yeah.
Well, I mean.
And I'm looking at 2A Division I, and Cooper 56. That's the one I was going to. Frankston actually is a winner tonight, 27-14 over Italy. And Honeygrove beats Elysian Fields 56-20.
Did we get a Timpson final yet? Did that one go final?
I believe. Let me look. Timpson, actually, that's in the fourth quarter. Hearn is leading 31-21 over Timpson in the fourth quarter, and that was one. I wrote that one down because I knew you were going to ask about that one. And so, actually, let me rephrase. That just got moved up to a final. Hearn wins over Timpson 31-21.
Oh, wow.
That is a final in that score. That one just updated when I moved to Division 2A or 2A Division 1.
Wow. That's a big upset right there to me.
Yeah. So 2A Division 2, trying to see if we have any scores we look at on that one. I don't know. Are there any scores you guys want me to look at? I know y'all have some scores you're really looking into.
Oh, I do know.
And,
I didn't know if you heard. I didn't know if you had said this one.
We know the ARP game. And sorry about that one. The 49-12 loss for ARP, which hurts me because they played such a great season this season. And they had a lot of high hopes.
A lot of high hopes, but a lot of injuries also. So
right. New Boston did lose. New Boston is lost tonight to Edgewood, 54-28.
What about? Did we have the Palestine Westwood score, Keith?
Yes.
They were playing. They were playing Hardin. I don't know if we had that.
That's going to be on my next one here. I'll go to that one.
Looks like Van is leading Athens in the fourth quarter with 38-30 with like 5 minutes to go.
Yes, 38-30 in the fourth quarter. That one is actually an updated score because they were up a little bit more than that. So it looks like they've actually done well on that one. So what did you say? The Palestine Westwood?
Yeah, that's what I was looking to see. I think that was close between them and Hardin earlier.
Let's see. See if I can go to all here. Yeah, so our fourth quarter score, Palestine is up, or Westwood is up 35-33 right now in the fourth quarter over Hardin.
Okay.
So that's what I have on that score. I'm going to kind of bring it out just a little bit. Let's look at our 5A Division 2. Let's see if we have anything I wanted to look at the Anna score because we know Anna won the state championship last year. Anna has a final. They beat Colleyville Heritage 45-10. That's just something I wanted to look at and see what that one would be tonight. Because, like I said, there's a lot of good games going around in the area or around Texas tonight. Texas High, speaking of Texas High, won 56-14 over Nederland, so that was a big game for them. Let's see here.
As we got
any of the other games have gone to finals. That's what I'm looking to see.
And there may not be. We may not be able to get. We may not be able to get all of them.
New score update. Pine Tree is now up 35-28 over Bridge City.
Oh, okay.
So that one is
up. So that non-district 9-4A is looking like they could get the sweep there all 4 games. We kind of talked about that on our show this week. That was a possibility. We also thought that District 11 2A Division 1 might be able to do it as well, but Timpson did fall, so they go 3-1 against District 12.
Here's another score update. Huffman Hargrave has scored, so it is now 37-35 in the Chapel Hill Hargrave score in the fourth quarter.
It's a close one there.
In Houston.
Okay. Well, I think we're going to get ready to head back, Keith, and we appreciate you staying home in the Whitman studio. Hopefully we can get you out to a game. We can all kind of bounce back and forth next week.
Yeah. Should be able to be out next week, so my wife will be home, so she'll be able to watch the good kid.
Yeah, and if you happen to get any fight updates, you can text and call and stuff. So
I will, and I'll tell you right now, this is the last fight before the main event. So they're in round 3 of 10. So after this fight, it'll be on to the big one, and they already interviewed Jake Paul. Jake Paul's already talking trash.
Of course he is.
And said that Mike Tyson's a little bitty baby because he stepped on his toe yesterday and got slapped. And so it called him a little baby and all that stuff. And so, it's, of course, Mike Tyson will not interview because Mike Tyson's getting ready to win.
Yeah.
And that's what winners do. So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
well, we appreciate you. Yeah, we appreciate you, Keith, for keeping us updated all night. And thanks for keeping us informed.
Hey. Not a problem. Everybody have a great weekend, and y'all be safe heading back.
All righty.
Now
that's going to do it for tonight's broadcast here in Fort Worth. As the Fort Worth All Saints, they move on. They win 49-21. I'd like to thank all of our Brook Hill subscribers and followers all season long. It's been a great season for the Guard. And don't forget, we will be covering the Guard's ladies and men's basketball team throughout the season. So don't forget, we'll still have those on. And it's been a great football season for the Guard and a tough way to go out tonight. But they played until the final whistle and played with class tonight, and that's something to be proud of. But for Robert Mullins on camera, taking care of us tonight, getting all those great shots that you saw, for Keith and Jaron, all those guys back at the studio for filling our gaps of time with scoring updates and great conversations about games going on in the area. Jason Cavazos next week. I'm Brett Swinney signing off for the final game of the season for Brook Hill as they go out fighting and take the loss 49-21. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your week and a great weekend. See you next time. Goodbye, everybody.
Tonight. Let your brother count on you every play tonight. Okay? And come out and have fun. The gates are locked. Ain't nobody getting out now. They can't run. The gates are locked. Let's bring the fight to them, got it? Yes, sir. All right, brother.
The Northeast Texas Sports Network is dedicated on delivering the most entertaining sports broadcasts in East Texas. And if you're interested in having your next sporting event streamed live, visit us online at netsn.com.